Hey everyone, Jody from Bird Dog Off-Road Adventures here. Today we're going to show you our new bag from our good friends at AMHEH Tactical. It's called a messenger bag. I think you'll like it. Stay tuned. Alright, so our friends over at AMHEH sent this to us. First thing we thought of with this is camera gear. Now granted, there's a ton of stuff you can use this for. It's 10 liters as far as capacity internally. Now it does have MOLLE panels. As you'll see here as we go through it here, you'll see some MOLLE panels on the sides here, on the back, multiple areas. So if you want to add external stuff like, small flashlights, first thing that pops in my mind, but there's other things I'm sure you can put in there, knives, that sort of thing. Got plenty of room for that as well. One of the things I do like about this too is that it's water resistant slash waterproof. Now you would not want to submerge this in the water, but this fabric here is water resistant and it's rated to be water resistant. You can look on the link below and we'll show you. You can see exactly to what extent. I'm not really familiar with that type of language, but figured it's worth mentioning. Also UV resistant. Now these come in several different colors. The one we got is called khaki, which I like because, well, I just like the way it looks. They also offer it in a solid black, and they also offer it in a camouflage type ordeal. Now this thing has a sling shoulder here, I should say, and we just used this past weekend while we were up in Sedona on the trails. And I'll be honest with you, this thing works really, really well. So you can technically wear it on either side, however's comfortable for you. I'm right-handed, so I like to have it sit on my right side. But, some of you guys may prefer it on your left side, and I can kind of show you guys that as well. It just doesn't fit quite the same for me. But like I said, you can adjust these straps and stuff for it. Nothing wrong with either side. It's just whatever your preference is. Now, if you have something else on the right side that you'd rather have more ready access to, this would be a good spot too. So you can go either way. So this thing's got stuff in it because we already took some stuff in it when we went up to the Sedona with the Arizona Broncos for a group run. I have taken some things already out, as you'll see here, but we're going to have shoot a little demonstration here for you. Now this thing does have bar tack stitching, which is supposed to be really, really good. So that's something else to notice too. The zippers, this is really a top-notch item. So there's a bag here in the top. I put stuff like I put my Garmin GPS thing in there with a couple of wires and cords for it. Keep it isolated from the other camera gear because sometimes that can get confusing, especially when they use different wires. And also here you have these MOLLE things right here, but you also have a compartment in here. We have some of our Rode mic, our GoPro snap magnet thing. Got an Apple pen in here, some mic attachments for a 360, USB cord. There's all kinds of stuff you can put in any of these things. There's tons of like pockets in here. So like here's a big one in the back. We put some just like books and stuff, instruction sheets that we got with some of our stuff in here just for ready access. I don't know if I'll put, you could always put a lot more in there if you wanted to. Well, this back is to the main compartment. So you have a big compartment right here. This is where we had our GoPros. You can see here a ton of stuff. Charging stuff. USB file transfer. This is the main magnetic snap point we use on the new GoPro 13. Our Rode wireless bag. 360 battery. And here we have our max lens cover, camera cover. One of them. I already took the other one out of the bag. And here's one for the other one, the Max Lens 2.0. So we had it all in there. And there's tons of space in here. We even had enough room to where we could hang this cheap tripod that we got off Amazon. And we could hang it, put it in there to where it kind of sticks out. It wasn't hitting me or anything like that. So that was pretty cool, I thought. And this thing is collapsible too. Over here on the side, well, what do you know? We have two of our rugged radio handheld. So when we get out and go spotting, we have a rugged radio permanent in on the dash. That way we can use it like when we're driving. But when you get out and spot our friends, we have a couple options there. So those fit in this side pocket really well. Now this side pocket here, It does have a drawstring here, so you can tighten that up. This piece here is Velcro. Also gives you a little latitude as far as how far out you want and how tight you want to do it. You can pull this down, tighten that up if you want to get that good and snug. If you got like a water bottle in there or something. Something else to note too, on the inside of this, there is this thing. So if you didn't have this big thing in here, but you wanted to, so you know you're going to be walking in rain, you got all this precious camera equipment here. You can tighten this up to where it conforms around that, and with this strap over, like I said, it's just extra protection. They thought of everything on this thing, you know. So you have all this extra protection. You have another little pocket in here, a little mesh pocket in here. I don't know if you can see it from there, but all this cool stuff. So we're gonna toss some of the stuff back in here. Like I said, you got tons of space. We had a huge bag that we carried before we got this. No more. We're gonna be carrying this bag with us pretty much every time we go on the trails. This is our, what I call, action camera bag. We'll put our mirrorless Sony in a different bag probably, but you could fit it in here as well if you want to. So real quick, we'll go around some other spots here. On this side, we have that MOLLE panel I mentioned earlier. Another side compartment here. Got some GoPro battery chargers, cord, battery. Keep in mind, I've got stuff in here, but I'm not filling this thing up. I got tons of more space to go with. You know, on the back here, you have multiple straps. Now you do have a waist strap here, I think is what this is, to go around your waist or go around your back. I have not used that. I doubt I will. It's probably not going to help me out much because I'm a big guy, so it stays in place either way. But if you wanted to use that, you could. A couple of MOLLE straps here. Here's a big thing. And some of you guys who sweat easy like I do, you'll really appreciate this. And also too, it's got little cushions here. So one up here, big one here, big one here. So that way it's comfortable against your body. But it's mesh too, so it's breathable. So, you know, if you're like me, you go traveling, you go into the airport with a big full-size backpack, I get a sweaty back a lot of times just because I'm a big guy, I sweat easy. You know, what can I say? You know, we got some straps on the bottom here. This strap here gets this good and tight. Got a couple MOLLE straps down here at the bottom. Like I said, this thing, fully adjustable. I mean, you can't beat it, guys. And like I said, this will be definitely one of my, every weekend I go out here in the desert in Arizona, I'm taking this with me. And I plan on taking this with me when I go to Colorado here in a couple of weeks for going to Colorado for Uray, Labor Day weekend. Then we're going to head over to Buena Vista. No, I'm pronouncing that probably wrong. For the Supercell West. So all these other Bronco guys will get to check us out too. Here's another couple of MOLLE panels up here. I just noticed some Velcro straps. It comes with a patch on it. Now we'll probably put our Bird Dog Off-Road picture or patch on there just so everybody knows whose it is. Nobody walks off with our stuff, right? So anyway, if you want one of these for yourself, we will put a link below. I think we'll get a discount code as well. You can get these on Amazon. But this right here is something I am going to use. It doesn't take up a lot of space. But it's got plenty of storage, plenty of stuff in it to keep everything secure and nice and out of the weather. You could also use this, you know, like I said, I want to use it mainly as my action camera bag, so to speak. But you could also use this for hiking, camping, traveling. If you're going to the airport, you can make this part of your personal bag, depending on how much you want to do. You could use this at work, you know, depending on what kind of job you have. You got a need to carry stuff around. You don't want to carry around one of those fanny packs. You can take something like this with you. It doesn't degrade any of your masculinity. That's some of the things I can think of off the top of my head, but I'll quit rambling on. I'll show you guys some of the close-ups of this. And then, like I said below, we'll leave a link below if you want to get one for yourself. So I hope you enjoy this. Please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. If you do like this stuff, if you have any questions, please hit me up. I am more than happy to answer any questions. Just be respectful, be constructive. I help you out as much as I can. Anyway, enough rambling for me. Enjoy the close-ups, and then we'll see you soon. Peace. Okay, as we slowly go through these close-ups here, notice the detail, the stitching, the quality of the bag. Like I said, this is not some cheap knockoff bag that you're going to get on Amazon that's going to probably start deteriorating within a couple of weeks. This bag's probably going to be around for a good while. I can't speak to that. I know it's hard to tell in pictures, but the quality of the materials
and the construction are very good. So I can tell you that just from firsthand experience. Now, full disclosure, they did send me these bags to test, so I was happy to do so because this is absolutely something I will use moving forward. Like I said before, I buy purposes for cameras and GoPros and such like that, but you might use it for different things. So, it's whatever you want to use it for. As you'll see here, that pocket where the radios are, that's mainly made for a water bottle, especially those tall ones. You can use that adjustable Velcro strap, sends those down pretty good. Handles really top-notch quality, as you'll see here. This thing fits really, really well on me. And hangs, you can adjust that handle to get it hang just right, so that way when you're walking or you're out and about, you can stick your hand in there and get whatever you need real quick, put it back, and go about your way. So anyway, hope you guys really enjoy this video. We enjoyed presenting it to you. We got a lot more stuff coming down the road, so please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Hit that alert button, notification button if you don't want to miss out. So hang tight, guys. We got a lot more to come.